Good morning, everybody. It's your boy. Oh, my goodness. My goodness gracious. Barely been doing any streaming, and yet I feel like I'm been so busy. But State of the Civs Part 2 will be tomorrow. How was Yo second? Well, we can check out the rankings. Oh, Yo's on a 3-loss streak. And yeah, I guess Yo has like a pretty good amount of games. I said I'd be streaming on Discord. It's probably just the quality of players he's going up against. Like, ACCM has a super high win percentage, but he doesn't have that many games, and I'm sure he's playing during more off hours.
Good morning.
And good morning, Jam Vanderloof. Alright, so I guess we can get into Yo's game. And Nuka Crypt, thank you so much. 13 months. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. Rampart. You start in a bowl. Well, we'll see what happens once we get closer to the deadline. Anyway, Yo's gonna be in the blue as the Mayans to the west, and Sora gonna be in the red as the Byzantines to the east. Man, this map looks like a nightmare to play. Like, this is such an Empire Wars coded map, man. Is there tons of, there's definitely extra hunt on the outside. Doing better? I think the Coffee Fairy might come home tomorrow. He was supposed to come home today, but there was an issue with, like, the insurance. Like, this is American insurance. Insurance decided that he didn't need a hospital bed because he could walk, like, 150 feet. Which, like, okay, but he can't really climb stairs. And it's not like we have an extra bed downstairs. Which is pretty like, what the heck? And so, instead of sending him home with the hospital bed, they actually have to keep him at the facility for another day, which is, like, obscenely more expensive for them than just giving us the hospital bed. Like, it's literally more expensive for them. Super bizarre. Anyway, looks like we got some Kappa fracks here. Gonna do well versus the men of the chicken suit. I assume Yo's gonna want to work towards plumed archers. Of course, this is the issue with cataphracts in low numbers, is that they are so susceptible to conversions. Operate a hospital bed? Well, I mean, it's more of just, like, getting my dad a bed downstairs that we can easily move in and out. Because it's going to be probably another week or two before he can actually climb stairs to go upstairs. To survive? Yeah. Yeah, it's not like we need any of the fancy hospital bed stuff. We do have to give him an IV. Recover fully? Yeah, we think so. We hope so. He's too young to have, like, major health issues like that. For laptop gaming? Yeah, he's on his laptop all the time. He's only, what, 64? Not like he's decrepit. But yeah, he's making progress. And at least while he is there, he's getting, like, good PT and OT. Also, wait, well, this map has a lot of relics on it. Well, it's got at least 6. Anyway, it's castle number 2 time, but the issue is that Sora keeps on getting all of his cataphracts converted. Alright, I mean, he's gonna try and go for it. To be safe from the eagles. Ooh, I don't know if I like it being built on the low ground. I think you have to try and build it on the high, and he cancels it. Oh, jeez. Oh, but he's running out of monks. Only 1 monk is left. Oh, and that's still a lot of cataphracts. I mean, Yo doesn't really have a better place to put it. Has devotion? I don't know. Anyway, now the plumed archers are frolicking around. Maximum frolicking. And the cataphracts have no upgrades. Except husbandry. And there aren't even that many vills. Alright, we have more vills coming forth right now, but this is gonna get really ugly. The Latin America? Yes, it's Latin America versus the Latins. Well, castle does go up at the cost of 11 total villagers. Vodka and ballistics are both on the way, though, for Yo. His resources are very significantly better. I mean, he's on 3 TCs to 1. Oh, jeez. Kuma is up. But how much can he realistically push? It feels like Yo can just, you know, expand away from this and pick apart Torakuma. Yeah, the relics here are very much threatened. So that'll be a nice pickup. But again, my concern for Sora is that there's just so much space on this map that Yo can just run around here with the plumed archers. And I'm not too sure how Sora can both push and make sure he doesn't die. Yeah, hello, Metroid. And look at this counter at castle over here. Hello, Boom. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Villa count is incredibly one-sided. RM, this map would be awful in RM. Because you'd still just small wall it, but it would just be like awkward. Scout Rush? I don't know about Scout Rush. Again, you just wall yourself in the bowl. PK, here we do. Rip. How many buttons were pressed? Zero. What kind of Burgundian gaming is that? I mean, even with 6 relics, you still have 0 vills on gold itself. Had 4 relics? Well, I guess that is something. Yo, gonna build another castle. Yeah, we got block printing and theocracy on the way, but you just don't have an actual army. Punk there, gonna get sniped. Even this hair is just sick of all the nonsense. This hair is clearly at it with these players. It's gonna turn like the rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Oh, Mike, I just use a Blue Yeti. Nothing fancy. And hey, T West, hope you're doing well, man. So, the castles are under threat, and it is true that Yo's army is, you know, exclusively made from a castle. So that is at least something to consider. The RedBull ladder, I have literally not casted any of it except for what I have done on stream. I have not even seen all the maps. I've been a little bit away from the game past, like, couple months. This is like, I don't know, 5 weeks? It's been really weird. Like, streaming is such a big part of my life that just, like, not doing it much recently is just, it just feels weird. Anyway, this is the MTC, so no issues there. But, yeah, I mean, the castles are down. Did I get a job? I wish. Although I do have a date on Friday. Been talking to a grill, as they say. So that's exciting. First date? Yeah. I made my Kanamu Grob yesterday, and I sent her a picture of it. And she was very, very impressed by it. So, you know, we have a chance. Also, I told her that I streamed because it's better to rip that band-aid off early. And she thought it was super cool. So, you know, again, that's a win. But in my experience, girls either think that the whole streaming thing... No, like, it's either super cool or, like, they will instantly block me, unmatch me, all that stuff. There are exactly 2 responses, and it is one of the 2. Guys, why is this game still happening? How little charisma? I don't know, man. I just have the charisma that I show on stream. So, I don't even know. The 19th? Well, good luck there, Hyungjun. You show my charisma on stream? I mean, that's all I got. Alright, Elite Plumed Archer coming in. Yo does have another castle over there. I feel like the RedBull maps have a lot of resources on it. Yeah, there's still another 7,000 stone left to mine. We're switched back into the Igelos. We got a couple workshops on the way. No, Yo has been continuously winning. There we go. It's, yeah, a little weird to me. Obviously, Yo just way too far ahead in economy. And that's the issue with going for the 1TC cataphract play, is that obviously you're so susceptible to monks, and then the monks are so much cheaper to go into than the cataphracts, and then Yo could just expand to the sides. Alright. Ooh, Sebastian versus Hart on Hengehold. What is a henge hold? Can you hold a henge? Oh, look, it's Stonehenge. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Sonic the Hengehold. Yep. All right, so Art going to be in the cyan as the Vietnamese to the east, and Sebastian in the yellow as the Malay to the west. Malay are a little awkward in Empire Wars because the faster castle age time is still really good, but you also just miss the extra starting, or the extra time you get to clicking up to feudal age. It is a very busy mini-map. Okay, so there's like little piles of gold in the middle, along with some chickens. As we have arrived at real time, battle Ellies are indeed on the way. I imagine it will be the Cav Archer switch momentarily. Okay, he's got a monastery coming in for the Ellie, so I guess it's just going to be skirmishers for now. Ellie's date, man. That's Castle, but yeah, have you guys been enjoying the ladder? I know I've been kind of out of it recently, so, you know, apologies for all that. I clearly just don't have the work ethic that is required to become a successful streamer. Kappa. This is one of the most post-imp maps? Well, the wood lines are on the outside. And you can kind of gather resources on the outside. How much I hate Empire Wars? I'm not a big fan. And T-West, you gotta give me Castin the event, man. The third most prolific caster? Well, I'm like eternally prolific. I am the very definition of prolific. Just crossbows and cav archers? Yeah, I talk about that, a lot in State of the Civs. I'm lithic, I don't know about pro. Yeah, I was very surprised that I actually streamed more games last year than I did the year before because I felt like I did so much less casting. Because of, you know, all my job application stuff. The Civ icons of using unique units instead in Capture Age. What do you mean about the Civ icons? You mean like here? Idea what the icons are? The issue is that there aren't even that many Civs that people would recognize. Like, will people recognize an Arambai or a Chien swordsman? Like, I don't know. Anyway, Mattification, thank you so much for the 5 bomb. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Wolfpack Flame. Gibby, Jaded Millennial, Jojo, and Cherno. Enjoy the beauty, glory, and majesty of Ornlu, a wolf, and friends. Isn't even... Well, I guess it's not the castle unique unit, the Fire Archer. But, like, again, the same point. Like, would people recognize the Fire Archer or the... I don't know. The Kipchak and the Konik and all that? Can't he just run in with battle Ellies? Yeah, but you forget that battle elephants are weak to skirmishers. Because all units in Age of Empires are weak to skirmishers. And which one's the latest? So yeah, I think it would work well with the civilizations that people grew up with, aka the AOC civilizations, but I think that people would still struggle with the newer ones. Anyway, in charge, the Mumak! I got a few Fire Lancers here. Now, remember, guys, Fire Lancers do get the Halb-esque double bonus damage against elephants, but because their bonus damage is so much lower in the first place against the archer units, they're not really... Like, I mean, they're, like, good-ish against elephants, but it's a little awkward. Go-go-go-go-goody! Oh, skirmishers need... I have no idea, man. Yeah, Malay Ellies are pretty awesome. Man, I really want to see Sebastian be successful this year. Like, he is high-key one of my favorite players to watch these days. The year of Lewis. Yeah, I guess so. But it was every time. Is this one big roster? Yeah, I mean, for some people, it is that. We're the same person. I can see that. I mean, if I was to be confused with any one person in AoE, it would probably be T-West. That would make the most sense, and I'm sure T-West feels the same way. At least you didn't think me and Mem were the same person. That would be really weird. Although I've been confused for Zero Empires before, where people thought me and Zach were the same person, which I'm like, but like, he's British and I'm not. That was a weird one. Oh, nice attack round there. Me and Dave can be hard to distinguish. Maybe. I think casting style I'm probably a bit more similar to Zach than T-West. Yeah, it was definitely some miss micro. But Heart's doing a great job hanging in here. All the mangonels are... I said all the mangonels are down, but now we got more coming in. Yeah, Dave does swear a lot, and I don't. Dang gongment. Oh, nice move here from Hart, though. I mean, Hart's doing a brilliant job of just, like, hanging in there. Like, it's ugly, 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 but he's getting the kills he needs to. Oh, danger close! Okay, that's pretty sick. I try not to. Yeah, again, like, I also can swear a lot, but people watch the stream who have kids, so I don't want to make it so that parents can't have my stream on in the background. I could be stoned Dave, but I'm, like, not at all druggy whatsoever. Is the drug? Something like that. Ornlu a high stream? I thought that was me being drunk. I'm the Malort of casters. Oh no. As a drug enjoyer, I'm like really not. Anyway, yeah, now Sebastian tried to add in the extra TCs, but now he's in a really tough spot. And the issue is the skirmishers. Once he ran out of skirmishers to snipe the Fire Lancers, it became really awkward. Remember, the Fire Lancers do get extra HP as Vietnamese. Hey, look, it's the thing that everyone is complaining about. They see me rolling, they hating, clipping through Stonehenge. This is Chinese. Well, it's Vietnamese versus Malay. Driving you mad? Yeah, it's too advanced for me. The siege tower with a Red Bull can? That'd be pretty funny. Still likes the siege tower? I mean, I think it's just kind of silly. I wouldn't hate if it was faster, but didn't get the movement speed increase. Like if it was at like 0.9 movement speed. Always. Not the same movement speed as a conquistador right now. Yeah, this is a coward castle. Anyway, they see me rolling. They hatin'. I don't know, this just doesn't feel like what the siege tower is supposed to do. And Sebastian's like, I can't deal with the siege tower, man. In defense, I mean, it was very, very, very close. But again, it was the fact that he was able to take down those skirmishers. It just meant that it was Fire Lancers v Elephants, and eventually the Fire Lancers were able to grind that one out. But, like, Fire Lancers aren't at all a problem outside of siege towers. At least I don't think so. When Tato's playing on Loch Ness against Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean's back, guys. You thought you could escape Mr. Bean, but no, he returns. Fire Lancers beat Huskarls? Well, Fire Lancers are definitely more melee inclined and Huskarls aren't, so that's not too surprising. Yeah, I mean, Trivia keeps it worked up. I really don't do drugs, I promise. Even though there's like a million dispensaries around me. Coffee? Okay, that's true. I don't imbibe marijuana. Or coke. A lot of people in college did coke. We use a chug? Yeah, that's nothing too. Alright, Sebastian's AFK. Also, I like how T90, who's literally one of the main Red Bull casters, is playing RM right now. I feel like T90 shares my and T West's general opinion of Empire Wars and that it's an inferior game mode. Am I enjoying the Bears this year? I am. I have hope for them in the playoffs. He did grind it? Well, he's not playing it now. Same time? He's afraid to be casted? I don't know about that. Yeah, the Ravens fired their head coach yesterday, who's been there for 18 years. That was a pretty I mean, like, I think it was the right decision, but, like, that was wild. Why did they fire him? They've had arguably a top roster and a two-time MVP in his prime, and they just, like, keep coming up short. Who are they getting that's better? I think it's one of those, like, Andy Reid and Philly situations where he's a great coach, but, like, they need a mix-up, and it seems like he lost the locker room.
Grayton, Mandatum.
Personally, I think if there's a way you can get Stefanski and Jim Schwartz over from the Browns, I actually think that would work out really well for the Ravens. But we'll have to see. I really don't know. They can get relegated. Well, the idea is that you have a Hall of Fame but aging running back, and you only have a few years left of, like, Lamar's full prime. So you kind of need to be thinking about winning now. And yeah, I know, LEP. But hey, the Birds are back in the playoffs. You can be fine.
Ready.
Yay.
To win a Super Bowl? Well, I mean, I think that the chances of you ever getting a quarterback that is better than Lamar is extremely low. LEP is liquid egg product. Harbaugh in Atlanta? Yeah, I think that Atlanta or New York would be the best fits for him. Yep. No. Anyway, Dravidian's here for Vivi, and Britton's here for Yo. Is running peak? Yeah, but he's not really... He doesn't need to run that much. He's actually... So long as he's shifty in the pocket, which he still absolutely is, he doesn't need to run all that much. He's just, like, a really good passer. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is still playing. He's with the Steelers now, and they're in the playoffs after the world's most heartbreaking loss. Oh. I mean, it's the Tomlin dark magic. But yes, my dad is very happy about that.
Greeting.
Who lost to the Steelers? The Ravens did. They're, like, Ravens-Steelers is one of the best rivalries in football. Like, my two teams both have two of the best rivalries, Bears-Packers and Ravens-Steelers. And, like, the Ravens always lose in, like, some fluky, completely heartbreaking action to the Steelers, and that's exactly what happened. And it eliminated the Ravens and sent the Steelers to the playoffs.
Yay.
You want it done well? Oh, yeah. Packers always beat the Bears. They did for a very long time under Aaron Rodgers. It's a little bit different now, but I think that... Yeah, and Barb, which is basically my entire life. It's like sports culture is so, like, rooted in the traditions of the cities in America, and I don't know if that's the exact same in Europe. Yeah, Saints versus Falcons is another top tier rivalry for sure.
Ready.
Like, it feels like, I don't know, with, like, the European football teams, where it's, like, maybe because of relegation or whatever, but it feels like there's a lot more, okay, people are fans of insert, like, oh, Barca or Madrid,
Yay.
as opposed to, like, whatever local team they have.
Mandatum. Greater.
Harbaugh was dumb. I think they both needed it. I mean, there are local teams, but, like, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like, oh my goodness, it's like our, like, local city versus whatever in the, like, regular season or whatever. Are pretty huge. I guess we never hear about it. And their local team? I guess that would make sense.
Ready.
Anyway, there's like towers and stuff happening. Also, I didn't get my coffee. I've like been meaning to get to coffee, and then I just end up, you know, shooting the stuff with chat.
Correct.
Local support is crazy. Well, maybe. Okay, I mean, obviously, I'm no expert on this. To being awake, yeah. All right, so let's see here. Yo is still getting tower rushed. Vivi's almost up to castle age. So things are going pretty well for him. World Soccer? Yeah, World Cup, right? It's another few vills. And Yo is heading in another TC. Whoa, 3 vills here on the Ram repairing it.
Grayton.
Thanks for casting. Well, it is my job, and I've been failing to do my job recently. So I guess it's, you know, I should be back to doing my job. The corporate teams in ban. Yeah. Thinking the authoritarian countries. Hey, our president is the recipient of the much lauded, much respected FIFA Peace Prize. Oh my god. What a freaking joke. How's the job hunting? Not so great, but it's been over the holidays, so I haven't really been bothered that much. Hey, Dad, doing better? I actually literally just got the news when I went to get my coffee that he is coming home tomorrow. FIFA stands for legitimacy. My Ornlu Peace Prize? Oh, that's true. I haven't awarded the very important Ornlu Peace Prize. On his own talents, yeah.
Mandatum.
The Ornlu Peace Prize? Yeah, it's for the largest donation is the Ornlu Peace Prize. Anyway, Siege Workshop coming in here from Vivi, but he is still stuck on the 1 TC. And my concern for him is that, okay, you just have a few archers hanging around here, but you're not really expanding your... Oh, hold on, there they are. For a Peace Prize? Yeah, something like that. Okay, that's the sort of thing Vivi needs. Rich people? I know! I mean, if billionaires don't have our interests in their heart of hearts, I don't know who does. Like, did you guys see all of the yachts, like, off the coast of St. Bart's? Like, it's just disgusting. And, like, all the pictures of people, you know, the celebrities with their mega yachts, it's like, oh, God. Anyway, Vivi does add in the second TC. I don't know, I guess it was just like a billionaire New Year thing that everybody can park their yachts off of, coast of St. Bartholomew. And it's in the Caribbean. It's, British. Very popular for the super mega giga rich. Ooh! Okay, Ballistics is coming in, but you still don't have Crossbowmen yet. Okay, it is on the way. I don't... Yeah, the Knights aren't going to be able to get to the Mangonel in time. Swiss ski resorts? Yeah, basically. It's the Caribbean version of Davos. Civs, Britons, and Dravidians. That's so right here. But still, like I was saying, you're in this situation now where you're playing Dravidians and you're kind of stuck with making crossbowmen against Britain archers. Yeah, I mean, I assume they're mostly still playing random. Unless they're the few tryhards out there. Anyway, TC there to the north for Yo. He will be going up to 3. He still is maintaining a 10-bill lead. The issue for Yo is that because Vivi's done such a good job of harassing Yo's eco, the efficiency's been quite low, and Vivi does actually maintain the resources lead for now. But again, this is what I'm saying. We're in Britain Archer mode. On the first day, then now, I guess people get bored playing the same civs over and over again.
Ready, yay?
Yay. Burgundy and Mirzo. Oh, yeah. Marty Supreme? I don't know what that is. Oh, another... I mean, Vivi's unit movement has been very nice, finding the weak points in Yo's zone defense.
Ready.
Nah, just finding the more exposed parts of his villagers. Still, Yo himself is camping the other side of the map, and now you're going to be able to make a bit of a switch into Dravidian skirmishers. The issue with the skirmisher switch here for Vivi, though, is that he's trying to expand his eco right now, obviously, adding in the 3rd TC. But his farms are getting denied, and those skirmishers cost food, so it's much easier to add in crossbowmen and economy than it is to add in skirmishers and economy. It's the same hats as the streamer. There you go. I hope you all like your Jewel Osco ads. With the weird little furry monster thing. Alright guys, I actually need to show this to you. It's really weird. I don't even remember when they added this. But JoJo, our local grocery store chain in Chicago, like one of our big ones, is Jewel. This is the mascot. Why is this a thing? Why would a grocery store have to have this weird thing? It's so weird. Talking about it, I guess. JoJo, yeah, it's quite a bizarre adventure. Uh-huh. Alright, Castle coming in here from Yo. And the skirmisher numbers aren't super impressive. The crossbowman numbers are climbing. Oh, no, 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 no. Keep that thing away. Yeah. It's a grocery store. Oh, gets the mangonel, I guess. Yo's starting to get more of his eco upgrades in. You don't even have horse collar as Vivi. 43 vills on wood right now. It's just a very uncomfortable position for him. Again, he still has a slight resources lead, but how much is that really worth when you have no map control whatsoever, and all you're able to do is defend with skirmishers? Even though Vietnamese skirmishers are very... Vietnamese skirms are good, but it is Dravidians in this case, who also have good skirms. And I've got some elbows on the way. Not some knees. Not some fingers. Some elbows. Glacis? I don't think I've seen Glacis. Aren't good against Rams? That's a lie. Skirmishers are great against Rams. Skirmishers are great against every unit. Well, Phoebe, you gotta do something about that. Hello? VI, which backwards is iv.
Steady. Ready. Mandatum.
Would
Yay.
just kill them? I mean, they definitely don't thrive in a skirmisher-based meta. But, plays them well. 6-6? Oh, like execute order 66? I think that checks out. But yeah, well done there from Yo. It was a lot of pressure here from Vivi. I mean, even by the time Vivi hit Castle Age, 4.5 minutes later, the game wasn't over yet, but Yo was able to take some very good fights and then get that eco going. Cast MBL? Well, MBL wasn't playing last time I checked. No, we have 4-com with the 92 months.
Ornlu high.
Ooh, Yo Leary is coming in. Ooh, Yo Leary or MBL Hera? Ooh, that's a good one. Well, I mean, Hera himself is streaming, whereas neither Yo or Leary are streaming, so we'll cast that one. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. Since 2022, it's definitely not a common one. It's why they're in the power crep tier for State of the Civs, which is, again, it will be tomorrow. All right, guys, 12 seconds, and we will be getting into Leary versus Yo. And based off of the ladder rankings, Yo is currently at 2, and Leary is currently at 9, with 84 elo separating them. A Poles Miro? That's a weird one. All right, this map is Stonefront. I don't think I've seen... What? Oh. Okay. So there's like... It's like karsts. I mean, I guess it's more open than karsts. Anyway, there's a little bit of golden stone surrounding the base.
准备就绪。何主命令？
I mean, it's definitely choke pointy here in the middle. I will execute them. Please remove them. I still have no idea what I'm going to do with the Three Kingdom civs yet. But you don't like the power creep tier? If there would be power creep, all the civs would be affected. For Rittens, it's just nerfs and meta changes. Well, that's like the point of the power creep tier. The point of the power creep tier is not that these civs need major changes. The point of the power creep tier is that the civs are fine. They just don't really work at the moment. They aren't real civs? No, I can't do that. Anyway, Yo Blue Vikings to the north. Leary is the Yellow Urchins to the south. The Sea Urchins. Vikings should be a fair bit better here. I mean, you do have some geese, but you're obviously working with far less in terms of, like, early hunting and sheeping stuff. Viking, yeah, I mean, Jurchins are obviously very good in Imp. Honestly, I don't know yet, but I'm thinking I actually might put Jurchins in almost there. I do really like Jurchins. I don't think they're perfect yet, but for being a brand new civ, I really do like them. Like, the biggest issue with Jurchins is the whole Fire Lancer Siege Tower thing, but that's like a Fire Lancer issue. Want anything? Oh, thanks, One Sparks. Could you top me off too? Gotta be careful. Leary's gonna come in here. And remember, you have the faster attack speed on your scouts, on your scooter bugs. Yep, easy kill there, and Leary just gonna sweep on in. Hello, Gigrati. Meanwhile, on the flippity flip, looks like yeah, it's not doing a whole lot. I don't know why they buffed the faster attack speed bonus. That one was kind of weird. Thunderclap bombs. Thunderclap bombs. Have these holes on the wall because you're not placing the buildings? Yeah. Also, hey, Nico. Hope you're doing well, man. Well, Yo is getting himself not quite sorted, as there was still that hole from earlier. Gimmicky, but it has an awesome name. It's like Sitting Tiger. Like, that's a pretty awesome name. Okay, yeah, Yo absolutely needs to plug up that hole. Other than that, he should get himself sorted, which this is obviously still very important considering that he is the slower civilization in terms of army. But Leary's on his way up to Castle Age, and he's actually ahead of the Vikings player Nico, which is pretty darn surprising. Can you cast Leary this? I mean, I'm just casting whatever games look good. Okay, Yo is plugging up that gap. He's on his way up to Castle Age and is, what, 30, 40 seconds slower? Yeah, Yo's gonna need to figure out a way to really get this eco advantage going in the mid-game, because, yeah, militarily, the Jurchens are going to blow up the Vikings. Rocket carts versus buildings? Well, I mean, rocket carts are really heavily affected by masonry. Good old mass nori. Yes, Mr. Bombastic Bombs. Yeah, I mean, Vikings can absolutely catch up economically. Yo also has that extra horse collar upgrade, which is nice. But now we're getting into Viking Knights, even though Yo absolutely could be going for Viking Longswordsmen with Gambesons that totally wouldn't get obliterated by Grenadiers that take like 2 seconds to switch into. Well, Leary's going to be going with the University, and he's making 1 Cav Archer, obviously just getting some skirmisher upgrades in the short run. Kind of curious, though. Because Leary's, like, kind of walling over here to the side. He's walled to the rocks. And I mean, regional units are important for the devs because it's the only way they can actually make civs unique at this point. If you have civs without regional units, then there just isn't enough things you can manipulate, not enough stats you can manipulate to create an interesting civ. Mail? Oh, awesome. Hopefully it's in an envelope. Anyway, skirmishers are chasing away the crossbowmen. Those vills are having a bit of a bad day. Unique units? Well, I mean, if the basic premise is that they need to keep adding civs so that the game continues to receive support, which I think I'm actually quite confident is the case. And I'm not entirely sure what else they could do. I just think that it's a little weird right now. Food castles. Baconry. It's a castle made of meat. All right, I mean, it wasn't pretty, but Yo is getting that second TC down. He's catching up in resources. Leary has bowsaw, which is nice, but obviously the power of handcart shall not be gainsaid. Meat grinder. But you have to use the meat wagons from Warcraft. To walk through trees. They just clip right through the trees. Anyway, knights are here. They just have the +1 defense, and obviously the ranged units are going to be doing a number on them. Gain set. It is a correct usage of the word. It's just an archaic word. Whoa! Yeah, might be it. The next Mangonel isn't even close to out. There he is, adding in TC number 2. Again, why do these maps not have any wood lines? Easy. Have you ever considered the fact that Leary's freaking good? And again, Leary still has the better eco. Yeah, Mango is going to go down. I mean, even if you clean up those units, you still have the Cav Archers roaming around. You're just not really getting anywhere militarily as Yo. And you're just not making good units, right? Vikings just not good knights. And yet, Yo's trying to add in a third TC. Is one of the worst additions. Hard to fight. I mean, they certainly test things. I don't know if... I mean, there's so many different situations you can use something in that it's hard to catch if... I don't know. But yes, I do think that rocket carts and Haeguang Cav don't really make a lot of sense and don't feel very necessary. They just kind of do the exact same thing, but look slightly different. Like, that's AoE 3 right there. AoE 3 has like 10 billion units. And they're all just slight variations of each other. Anyway, remember, Yo's been working on one range this whole time. Knights should have been, but they are knights. They're basically just knights with slightly different stats. Yep, all the crossbowmen get cleaning up there. As good against everything as knights. Well, I mean, yeah, they're gonna have some situations where they're slightly better than the other, but like fundamentally, they're like the same unit. Like, there really aren't many situations where, like, oh man, I wish I had knights instead of Haeguang Cav, or oh, I wish I had Haeguang Cav instead of knights. On horse, yeah, exactly. I mean, ballistics is coming in for Yo, but like I keep saying, it's just you're so far behind Leary. He's got all these Cav Archers running around. Got drunk with power. To be fair, Forgotten Empires made the Savar, not World's Edge. Yo can try and come in with a counterattack or something here, but really doesn't change the fact that Yo just could not take good enough fights against Leary. Didn't Effie make the Three Kingdoms civs? My guess is... Well, I mean, Effie definitely made the Three Kingdoms civs. 100%. My guess, though, is that they were commissioned by World's Edge. All right, so where's the castle drop going to come? Those bills are having a bad day. Empire Warrior game, and yet he's rank 2 on the ladder right now. All right, rocket cart's coming in. We only followed Oros. Effie doesn't get to go off the hook, though, for traction trebs. Or hero units. I doubt World's Edge had a specific say in either of those. Well, I don't think he ever had a market. Oh, yo, tapping out without GG. Yo, Toxic. Yo, Toxic. Nah, you just GG'd after he resigned. You just can't see it in Capturage. Yeah, I mean, look at that food collected difference. They just took good fights. Sometimes life is that simple. Play Hagwongs to begin with? Both Wu and Wei play with Hagwongs. We can cast T9. I mean, if there's nothing better to cast, I'd rather cast players who are actually near the top of the ladder, like Hart versus Yo, than T90 versus Kosva. Fine. Do one game of T90. Bonus help, it's not as significant as it is in RM. Anyway, Dravidian's here for Kosva to the northeast of Cornwood. I know it's Crownwood. But who's the better caster between Kosva and T90? Definitely T90. Kosva's a player, not a caster. Kosva absolutely is the better Turkish player. Turkish-speaking player. Freaking Andy has an 85% win rate in 54 games. I mean, that's kind of like ACCM's 81% win rate in 64 games. They just haven't played all that much. T90's the gateway drug to Ornlu. Honestly, it feels good casting, even though it's just kind of like chill ladder casting. But for those who weren't around, back when I started casting in 2018, which feels like a millennia ago, we didn't have tournaments every day at all. So most of my time learning how to stream and learning how to cast was just spent on random ladder games, which is probably why I developed into like my normal like non-professional casting style of just kind of like hanging out with chat because the games don't matter. I mean, like not in the grand scheme of things. And I just kind of like having a more conversational style. If again, like obviously it's different if I'm casting a big tournament game, right? But you know, for these ladder games, it's like going back to my roots. 206 games, wow. The grand scheme of things, nope. It's all pointless and we're all gonna die. Larry, I mean, we'll cast whatever games look good. Should get clobbered here? I don't know. I don't know what kind of shape Kosva's in.
Hey, sir,
11 days to go? Yeah, like the when we're gonna be casting at the end, which I mean I guess everyone's probably gonna be casting then. One of them I'll never guess. I feel like one of them's gonna be like Lucho or something. Oh, is it Prisma? The other one? No, it's not Huang. Huang doesn't play Empire Wars.
உங்கள் சித்தம் சரி
Jordan? I don't think it'd be Jordan. Anyway, both players are going to click up to Castle Age now. Definitely not Doubt. Topic: most games played on the Empire Wars ladder. Slam? Yeah, I just looked it up. Slam and well, Stone Please makes sense. He's a ladder grinder. That's wild.
உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை
Stonewall's even coming in for T90. That's what we like to see, man. T90 knows the truth of success,
என்ன கட்டளை
and it lies within the Stonewall.
ஏ
என்ன கட்டளை
Last 3 years, yeah, that's pretty wild.
உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை
Oh no! This is why we full wall, guys. No. Oh. Sudden, I don't know. Maybe he just had some free time over the holidays. Well, I mean, T90 is killing everything here, so it's not like he's dead, but he is obviously at a pretty big economic disadvantage right now, so it kind of needs to make something happen. Especially investing into the stone walls over here. But yes, hello, Flogi. The funniest outcome? It means they need another caster! In which case, they should probably hire T-West.
தயார் ஏ
என்ன கட்டளை
With skirms, I mean, that is always the issue, right? And skirms are still fundamentally not a very good attacking unit.
ஏ
And I'm sure T90 knows he needs to get damage done, because T90 is actually a good player, as much as,
என்ன கட்டளை
என்ன கட்டளை
we like to poke fun at him. The pro player? Yes, the elite pro player T90.
சித்தம்
He's actually a good player, I know. Wild.
சரி
Man, I hope somebody can get another chance to cast LAN events, though.
என்ன கட்டளை
I hope T-West gets the opportunity, because he's done a good job recently. Our promising caster? No, I'm the appendix of the AoE2 casting community.
ஏ
Chinaland? I doubt Killer Bee would even know anything about AoE right now. Anyway, TC number 2 coming in from both players. Cosmo's still working with a pretty substantial eco lead, though. Although T90 is ahead in Res Destroyed by a lot. Waiting room caster? Oh, yes.
சரி உங்கள்
Well,
சித்தம்
Then I will secretly keep the AoE2 scene alive or something with my casting.
சரி
என்ன கட்டளை ஏ நான் தயார்
A small intestine. I digest the games. Very relaxing.
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Alright, T90's got a rocket card here.
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Oh, nice kill.
என்ன கட்டளை
Hera's a top caster? I don't know if Hera's a top caster at all.
준비. என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? சரி.
Ranked caster? I'm sure Hera would describe himself as a player and not a caster. Gone in the US? Oh, it's all ogre. Is casting soon? Check out. Alright, third TC coming in here from Kaspa. He still needs to take some better fights. T90 keeps on getting the edge in those engagements, although Kaspa is still working towards the overall economic advantage. Top-rated caster.
கட்டளை
I mean, I guess I would define a caster as somebody whose contributions to the AoE2 entertainment scene is through their casting and not via their skillful play.
சரி.
First, second, or third goat? Third? Front Chris'd out?
என்ன கட்டளை?
I think so. But, I mean, I was a little kid then. He's too edgy. I mean, casting and like talking about a game as it's going on is something that like any streamer can do, right? It's more about the like professional hosting casting thing. Oh. Is Nilly still around? Nilly is the tournament organizer for World's Edge. But how on earth was that auto held? Huh. That's weird. But yeah, Nilly still is going to be casting like the big tournaments and stuff. Like, I'm sure he'll cast RedBull. He'll be at RedBull and casting it, but yeah, his day job is tournament organizer. Anyways, Gurm's here harassing T90. Neither player really have a lot of space in their base with which to work. Oh, yeah. Yes, it's the dreaded Dravidian battle elephant. But yeah, now that Caspa's been able to take some better fights, it's going to be much more tricky for T90 because, again, Caspa's eco is so much better. Is he going to get that rocket cart? Yes, he does. Yeah, now Caspa has a bit of a score lead, so T90's in a bit of a pickle. 3 mangonels to 1 rocket cart. Cheaper Dravidian mangonels is certainly helpful.
நான் தயார்.
Enough is enough. Yeah, that's the thing with like a lot of these gimmicky like strategies and tactics. Is like they're super exciting for like a game, and then you realize that it's just happening constantly, and then you're like, oh no. Saying ahead, well, if you're confident that you have the better eco, and if you're confident in your late game abilities, then that is absolutely not a bad way to go about things. I mean, it's what Hera does, right? How Hera makes a living off tournaments.
உங்கள் சித்தம்.
Oh, look at that!
சரி.
The Korean elephant! The Kokiri! Ooh. That's a rough one for T90. Oh, gets the... No! That Magnol's HP is going up too fast! Oh, I need to get the repairs going! Oh well, so. T90's still in a tough spot. He's slower to Imperial Age, although he's not too far off. Kaspa is going to get another castle here. He's on his way to Imp. He has more villagers. Eco upgrades are looking slightly better having handcart. And now forward castle coming in. And I really have to wonder, is T90 going to be able to make a switch into, like, a better army? The Korkiti.
சரி
Yeah, T90 gets a little bit of a better kill there. I want to see heavy rocket cart, man. I want to see heavy rocket cart with Shinkichon. Does he need a better army? Well, considering he's behind an eco, I'd go with yes. Especially since you're up against Dravidian skirms. Also, we have Uncle C. Tom! It's Uncle C. Tom! Well, Tristan's going ahead here and getting some extra archery ranges. Oh my god, he's actually going for a Rumi. Guys, this is such a bad idea.
என்ன கட்டளை
Arumi are really bad against ranged units.
உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை
0 pierce armor and low HP.
உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை சரி என்ன கட்டளை
And bills are now in danger. Oh, he doesn't have ballistics. Oh yeah, that's definitely a mistake, because you're going to also want to grab chemistry. Casting the casters? Well, people wanted me to cast a T90 game, so here we are. Giving the people what they want. Rumi is so bad against anything ranged. Alright, T90's got a couple war wagons on the way. Not that I really think they should be the anchor to this army, not against Dravidians, who have so many skirmishers out already. As much as I love the mighty war wagon, I do think rocket carts would work out really, really well versus this civ, though. Lithuanians aren't really that good on Empire Wars. A lot of the advantage of Lithuanians is getting that extra 100 food to help, like, get a good feudal age time. But it's not quite as good in Empire Wars, because you just have so many more vills that your income comes in so much faster. Casters tournament? Well, the issue is that T90 is so much better than any of the other casters, so it would kind of be one-sided. With a lot of relics? That is true. Unless Nilly shows up. It depends how in shape Nilly is right now as a player. Casters tournament excluding T90?
என்ன கட்டளை சித்தம்
Probably be me and T West in the finals.
준비
Oh, look at the straggler chop, guys! It's the pointless straggler chop because you can literally walk around. Do it, T90! How good is Dave? Dave is like, what, 17, 1800, maybe? Like, that is the absolute, like, I would be the exact same situation as T90, where you're like, oh man, the straggler chop! Like, you think of something really, really good, and then you're like, you miss the, what is it, missing the trees for the forest or whatever. You just miss, like, the obvious, oh, you can just literally walk around with your units.
என்ன கட்டளை
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Alright, Ipson coming in. Has some skirmishers here. Is annoying. I mean, T9 is really trying to spread out his army here. Nicely done there. And this push from the front for Cosplay is quite slow.
சரி
Controller Dave, oh no. Very sad.
என்ன கட்டளை உங்கள் என்ன கட்டளை
That needs the better. Well, he just is kind of low on units. He has a lot of resources in the bank, but he's not spending them very effectively, and T90's counterattacks are at a really nice angle. That said, Cosmo's still way ahead in resources. With no mouse? Oh, that's sad. Yeah, look at this. 3 Trebs attacking here for T90, and this is all unit movement here from T90. Unit movement and better spending of his resources. 4 Trebs queued up for Cospa, but, I mean, again, it's just about... You need to have your units in the right place. You need to spend those resources. Honestly, very well done here from T90. Not trickle trapping? Yeah, no trickle trapping from him.
தயார்
I love the keep at the side. This is something I do all the time with Koreans. Love doing it.
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Still think there should be more siege units, though.
என்ன கட்டளை
Anyway, Castle there is also going to be under threat. Don't take a big mangonel hit. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's what Cospa needed. We do have the bombard cannons here, though. This is the Red Bull ladder.
A
Anyway, it looks like Cospa has cleaned up all the garbaggio in his base.
சரி என்ன கட்டளை சரி
So now things are going to be switching back to him. Later, Ruby, what are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
சரி
Remember, guys, Cospa still has the better eco. Despite all of T90's harassment, Cospa able to just macro better. Having handcard is a big help there. Siege Elephant coming in. How much I have no idea what a Rumi costs these days. Once upon a time, I knew all the stats in the game, and definitely no longer.
என்ன கட்டளை சரி
I mean, good snipe there. Repairs are being attempted.
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Castle's gonna go down, though. Keep is also out here. No arrow slits yet. Arumi are 65 food, 25 gold, I think.
என்ன கட்டளை
Oh, we canceled Elite Arumi. Probably for the best, because again, they die to skirmishers. Unless they get on top of the skirmishers, then they blow them all up, because... Guys, if you don't know, Arumi are insane in melee combat. They just drop like flies to anything that deals pierce damage. The worst unique units in the game? I think Fire Archers are the worst unique unit in the game.
என்ன கட்டளை சரி
Or at least the most situational. Every unique unit has at least a situation.
சரி A
I also think Centurions are pretty bad. But at least Centurions are like big, chunky units that it's kind of, you know, there's still a lot of stats you can throw at your opponent. And Arumi, I mean, Arumi are definitely a bottom 5 unique unit.
சரி உங்கள் சித்தம்
More melee armor? I mean, that doesn't really change the fact that they die to skirmishers.
சரி
준비해
Yeah, Teutonic. I mean, the thing is, Teutonic Knights are really good in the Teuton game style. Ooh, but yeah, that's exactly it. Slightly larger blues. The Siege Workshop? Anyway, T90 is actually getting some of his own infantry upgrades. We have the Siege Elephants here. 8 Siege Elephants on... What? And still no husbandry. I mean, this isn't cheap, guys. You have the Fire Lancers coming in, but remember that Siege Elephants have anti-cavalry armor, and this is really important, guys. You have 10 cavalry armor and 20 War Elephant armor. And if you look at the Fire Lancers here, you can see they have 5 damage against both Cav and War Elephants. Okay, now it's 12 and 15. So, I said 10 and 20, right? Yeah. So you're getting 5 bonus damage with the Elite Fire Lancer against the Elephant. But it's not, like, a ton. It's not like Howls, right? Yes, the Mumakil is ready for battle. I mean, they're doing great. 15 of them. T90 is just not prepared for all of the Pierce armor that's being dropped on the dance floor here. Now he's going to try and, again, go for a counterattack. But yeah, no, we've been having some fun. Again, I haven't been able to cast much recently, and I apologize for that, but... no, I'm glad to be here now. And hopefully we'll be able to cast a bit more going forward. Oh, it's definitely beautiful to see all these Siege Ellies. T90 doesn't have Gambesons yet. He needs to remember to pick that one up. Got the hand cannons coming out, though, for the Dravidians. Honestly, this is just a really good game. This is just a good, close, well-fought game, huh? The English are terrorizing all of Scotland, and it's time for us to fight back. But if we're to defeat them, every one of us will need to learn how to march and fight. Seriously though, T90, please go ahead and get the Gambesons upgrade. It's the difference between 2 damage a hit versus 1 damage. So, 50% damage reduction. Castin still got a lot of res banked up. Don't see champs or Uncle. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's the swordsman switch. Don't think he's gonna get Gambesons. Oh, he probably just forgot. Oh no, wait, hold on, that's Castin getting Gambesons. Dang it! Dang it! Oh no, tragedy. Alright, got our cannons here. Siege engineers for T90, so I mean that's still gonna be very helpful getting that extra range and anti-building damage. I mean, Wood Steel is fantastic. Like, Wood Steel is an amazing upgrade if you can afford it. It's just usually a matter of can you afford it. I mean, if you think about it, Wood Steel is usually at least +3 attack. Ah, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I mean, Dravidians have such an easy switch into the swordsman line. Looks like a lot of the Fire Lancers there did get cannoned down. Anyway, more barracks coming forth. Cosmo securing that gold. T90 still has the relic advantage. Assuming this map has 5 relics, which is a really bad assumption to make these days. Ah, here's the last one. Yeah, it actually has 6 relics. Why would a map have an even number of relics? That makes no sense to me. Gold left on the map, there's 4,000 and almost no stone. Obviously, not having stone is relevant for Koreans. Zweihander coming in. Oh, gotta be careful. The anti-bombard cannon micro has been a big issue here for Tristan. Oh no. More Kokiri on the way. There's arrow slits. However, Fire Lancers are awful against champions. Remember, They have the Eagle Warrior armor class, or shock infantry as it's now called. So the champions are going to be getting a big ol' what, 8 bonus damage against them? Yeah, I think this is looking worse and worse for T90. The scores are still very similar, but this champion switch is not something T90 can deal with very effectively at all. He spent a lot of gold on these Fire Lancers. Remember, they're 45 gold a pop, whereas the champions are 20, so less than half the gold cost for the champions. And of course, they just get bodied by the swordsman. Again, I would have liked to see the heavy rocket carts. I feel like Dravidians have a really hard time dealing with heavy rocket carts, unless you can literally just snipe them all with bombard cannons, but Koreans get their own bombard cannons in that situation. Anyway, Blast Furnace coming in now, so these champs will be fully upgraded. Also, T90 probably would have had a lot more success in this game. Holy cow, he got Gambesons! And he's trying to go for his own swordsman. Because don't feel good. Rocket carts. Rocket carts, rocket carts. And yeah, the Korean rocket carts are way better than Dravidian siege onagers. Yeah, I have no idea why he'd be getting his own swordsman upgrades. But yes, now Elite Fire Lancer is in. You're still missing Iron Casting, but they are otherwise fully upgraded. Hello, Beheaded God. Castin starting to demolish this. 4 relics. All of T90's relics are located right there in that monastery to the west. But yeah, obviously the champions are good against both of these units that T90 is primarily making. The Chosun Swordsman, yes. Nello Diff Tom. Oh man, it's good to be streaming. Again, I'm sorry I haven't been able to stream much this past month and a half, but hopefully we can start streaming more again. Obviously, we got the RedBull ladder that's going to be finishing up. We've got PTL starting in, like, what, a little more than a week or something? My dad's coming home from the hospital for tomorrow. I mean, technically he's in a rehab place, but it's basically a hospital. But yeah, it's been a month and a day since I had to take my dad to the hospital. I mean, it's going to be a while of, like, an on-ramp until he can get back into normal life. He's been able to walk, like, 150 feet. So, like, 40 meters. Stairs are still a bit of an issue. But he's been able to get in and out of the car. It's actually, GG well played. Thrown out by T90. Just could not stop the swordsman. Very well played game on both sides, though, honestly. Also just able to grind it out. But yeah, at this rehab place, they actually have, like, a lot of really helpful stuff. Like, they have a fake car, so people who are having to relearn how to walk are able to, like, practice getting in and out of a car. American thing? Well, we don't have any other way to get him home. Unless he wants to walk. In Chicago, we are at 1 in the far suburbs, but we're really happy with it. You said car. Well, actually, they're charging the insurance because he still needs to be taken home in, like, not an ambulance, but, like, a big van. Anyway, guys, back to the tippy top players. But we'll have Yo here in the blue as the Sicilians to the west, and to the east in the red as the Italians. So it's the Italians versus the other Italians. The north side, south side matchup. But yeah, no, he's been working hard at his physical therapy and all that. All right, I'm gonna get more coffee. Enjoy watching the scout of Yo. Oh, Greenland? Oh, gee. I have this feeling that Greenland is in a relationship with Denmark, and it is those two that should sort out all their problems. I return. Looks like a Pausarino. I'm not muted.
Presto.
It looks like you have pause. Oh yeah, but again, just got the confirmation from my mom. My dad's coming home tomorrow at 11:30. So I might stream for a little bit in the morning, maybe. Is it 3 minutes? Yeah, I think that checks out. I approve. But I think it was you, Diff Tom, who joked about having to pay for the transport. Yeah, we have to actually pay out of pocket for my dad to get transported home in the Metavan. But it's like $101 out of pocket, which apparently is like not bad. For my mom's dad, it was like $600 a trip. Using the practice car? Oh, no, that's just part of his physical therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a world where we're having to watch the Italians player go Cav Archers. $600? I don't know, man. All right, we got the DJ coming in. But it's going to be a bit tricky to deal with the Cav Archers. All you really have are just generic skirmishers at this point. Sicilians are definitely a civ that prefer facing melee units to ranged units. Need CA? I mean, every Civ had Cav Archers and AOC. And that, I mean, except obviously the American Civs. But I don't know. It feels a bit weird. I mean, they are fully upgraded in Castle Age for Italians, although they don't get Heavy Cav Archer or Parthian Tactics. And yeah, I guess. And as far as the maps go, I don't know. They just feel like Empire Wars maps. They all have dinky wood lines, and you're starting in a really lousy position, and it's hard to defend. But that's what they're going for, right? Like, that's literally what they try to go for in the maps, so I don't think I can complain too much. Happy New Year, Torvin. I maybe just bring their cost back up to 70 gold. The egression. Oh, we always like the egressive gameplay, especially if it revolves around skirmishers and Cav Archers. Streamlined maps? Well, like, people have said Glacis is kind of an interesting map, but I've never seen it. Comanche! Guys, I am the Sicilian monk! Sick! Oczywiście boja! Why does he sound like he's on his deathbed? I'm not even exaggerating much, though. I mean, nobody can compete with the Gurjara monk. Nobody can compete with the Gurjara monk. Tumadi Shiva Mahaja. Oh. Agna. Prabhu Name. Get unique voice lines? Yes, the Sicilians do speak the Sicilian dialect of Italian. Erotic? Oh, okay, sorry. Oh. There you go. All right, so Yo is on the 3 TCs. You do get the faster build speed, though, for Italians. Sorry, for Sicilians, which is still helpful. But Vivi's the one who's out here applying pressure, and look at this eco difference. And this is all just from Yo having his villagers run hither and or yon to try and get them working. Good stuff. Yeah, this is why you guys watch the stream, right? Second TC coming in here from Vivi, and the Cav Archer Mangonel combo is certainly doing a lot of work. He's actually housing Yo at this point. Language the Britons speak? The Britons speak a mix of Old English and Latin, which is actually accurate. Or sorry, Middle English and Latin. From Italians? I mean, I actually think that the design of Sicilians, like conceptually, as... Okay, so we have the Italian Civ, which is more heavily based off of the northern Italian city-states, especially during the Renaissance. You know, that's where they pull a lot of their design. Especially, you know, Genoa, Venice, all that stuff. Milan. Whereas Sicilians are more of the big empire, agrarian, southern Italian kingdoms. From the high Middle Ages. It's, you know, more of a different era. Yeah, I do wish Sicilians had regular non-elite camels. Not that they're native to Sicily, but reflecting the both Saracen and Berber rule. Silly Walk Day? Oh, is it the day of the Ministry of Silly Walks? Played now 20 games on RM and Willalow Ladder. Against Scarams or Phosphor, and especially Portuguese Bengali picker Phosphor. Oh no. That's why I don't play Arabia. More damage here from Vivi. Norman stuff? Well, that's because in my mind, Sicilians were originally designed as Normans, and then with AoE 4 having a Normans campaign, they had to switch over. A Vandal Civ? I mean, it's not impossible. The Vandals are a Dark Ages Civ in the way that Goths are a Dark Ages Civ. And, like, Vandals themselves actually make more sense than Romans do. Not base. I'm pretty sure it's like the next best thing to confirm. Morris, Kingdom of Jerusalem, Papal States. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of different options. Vandals and sandals. What about the Vandals in sandals? At a sandals resort in the Bahamas. Ooh, nice kill there for Vivi. And favorite Mega Random, the true chaotic approach. Randall the Vandal.
Presto.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Is Yo in a bad spot? Yes, absolutely. He's still down a little bit in terms of bills. He doesn't have Bowsaw. Vivi's got a nice blob of CA. They're going to be well upgraded. He's getting a little bit of counterattack damage done. And yet he's not dead, right? He's still on 3 TCs. He's about ready to drop a castle. The issue is, of course, that sergeants are very bad against cav archers. I mean, Yo's 20 bills on stone. I would love to see him get the castle down sooner rather than later. And skirms are out here. Glasses? 3D glasses if it's blue and red. Papal States? I don't know if it would be a good idea for the devs to add the Papal States. Well, one, we already have Italians, right? $410 AD. Well, it's always important to celebrate that. Good idea. I don't know if you want to bring modern Catholicism into it, right? The PayPal states. You can only play as Elon Musk as your hero unit. Oh, no, sorry, you get your 2 hero units. Elon Musk and Peter Thiel. Modern Catholicism? Yeah, but I don't... Again, you're talking about the hyper-conservative World's Edge. They wouldn't want anything that would even sniff that, a controversy. Because remember, they pander to the most easily offended people imaginable. Alright, castle coming in, and you still have the faster building castles as Sicilians. Final civ event will be, I don't think the devs know themselves. Yeah, that Sicilian bonus is actually helping out here. Some kind of evil spirit, yeah. Presto. Sensible stuff? Yeah. We're getting our South American DLC. And then I think that we could get an Africa DLC. And then maybe like one more all over the world civ just for like a few civs here and there. And then I'd be happy. Moiter holes coming in. Both players are on their way to Imp. And to be fair, if this wasn't Yo versus VV, the game probably would have just ended a long time ago. Ooh, couple Rams here, though. Here's the defensive Baganel, but Castle's getting pretty low in the HP department. Hello, Namakon. Medieval cats? What? Oh, he got it. Nicely done from VV. Again, Yo isn't transitioning into anything at the moment. It just doesn't feel very good. Polynesian Civ? It's possible. Although I think the issue there is that this is just so far removed from other civs. It's generally better to add civs that interacted with other civs, and the Polynesians didn't really do any interacting with the AoE2 civs. Even colder? Oh, it's actually been at least a little bit warmer here recently. I mean, what's the weather right now? It's 3 Celsius right now, which for winter is totally fine with me. The castle coming in here from VV, but I mean, again, Yo is only just working with skirmishers here. It doesn't feel very good. And now VV gonna mix in some Kondo. But yeah, I don't think we need another AoE 3 China DLC. What a terrible, terrible campaign. Although Lao Chen was great. Anyway, castle up over here on the side. Baby still with the high ground. Then do not see an answer to condos whatsoever at the moment. 3K ones? No, the AoE 3 China campaign. Okay, now we have some sergeants coming in. Yeah, sergeants are very good against condos, but this feels like it's way too late. It was pretty bad, yeah. And after other, it is very beautiful. All right, this is looking good here for VB to close this one out against Yo. Yo seeming to struggle to figure out what to do with Sicilians. War chiefs? No, it's part of the Asian dynasties. It actually didn't even use the Aztecs from the war chiefs, which was really weird. Anyway, Yo is super giga dead, in case you couldn't tell. Asian dynasties? No, it had 3 civs. It had Chinese, Indians, and Japanese. Yeah, I mean, VV just did so much work with those cav archers, and Yo was just stuck trying to defend with skirmishers, and it just wasn't... He wasn't getting anywhere economically, and he couldn't apply any pressure. No Asian... So, yeah, the way AoE 3 was originally designed was the European colonization of America. So they only had European civs in the original game. They only, yeah, AoE 3 only launched with 8 civs. Not everyone had the war chiefs, but yeah, you'd think that you could at least play against them in the campaign. Consider Ottomans? Well, I mean, Ottomans were an empire in Europe and Africa and Asia. Getting out of Borderlands? Oh, I've already, like, beaten Borderlands 4. Alright, so we got Teutons here for Hera to the east, and MBL in the red as the Gurjaras to the west. Distinct from each other? Well, they had very distinct, like, macro mechanics. Their tech trees were almost exactly the same. They were all exactly the same, pretty much. And the unique units were just slight variations of each other. Yeah, I'm a huge, huge, huge Borderlands fan. Second favorite franchise. I've maxed out on UVHM6 on all 4 Borderlands for Vault Hunters. And on my Vex, which is like the first one I played for Borderlands 4, I've like 100% of the game done every single side quest and picked up every collectible. Did I ever play Halo? I played it a bit as a kid, but I was more of a Call of Duty guy. Anyway, Hera up on his way to Castle Age. MBL should be there shortly. Honestly, it's not a bad matchup for Teutons. You have a lot of extra armor. Once you hit Tiny Teen. Do you mean Wonderlands, or do you mean the Dragon Keep DLC? Toss that out the window? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Wonderlands was, like, okay to play through once, but it wasn't, like, it didn't have a lot of staying power. Finish all the side quests. The side quests are a lot of fun. I did enjoy them. With the train crash? That's in Borderlands 2. Anyway, Hera's up in Castle Age. Let's see what he wants to do with it. He's got his blob of ranged units, because that's all you do in AoE 2 right now. And he's just going to add TCs. Get Bod Crowsaw. So, pretty generic game from him so far. Which, again, like, he's playing well. It's not like there's anything wrong with what Hera's doing. It's just he's not leaning into the Teutons. Almost your second fave? I don't know. Like, Borderlands 2 will always be my favorite game in the series because it's like, you know, it was a big part of my teenage years. And I love the challenge of doing, like, all the raid bosses and stuff. But I think the gameplay in Borderlands 4 is fantastic. Bounce off the thick boys, indeed. Again, Hera could literally be like any civ right now with what he's doing. Except Spanish and Bulgarians. Yeah, there are a lot of hours you can put into it. And my hope we're getting something similar with Borderlands 4. Actually, the Borderlands 3 DLCs also, except for the last one, which was pretty bad. But yeah, very, very good. Ooh. Yes, the extra melee armor for Teutons is helpful. Crazy numbers. Want to go back to Voobly? Get those numbers even higher. Okay, bit of a counterattack here from Mibbles, but he's only on the 2 TCs. And guys, this just feels sad. Like, we have two civilizations here, neither of which have a necessary reason to go for crossbowmen, and yet both players are just playing them like generic civs, just going crossbowmen and skirmishers. We're going to clean up those units. Driving away those units. He still has a big army numbers advantage. He's picking up ballistics. He's on the extra TCs. Like, this should be like knights and infantry and monks and siege versus camels and Trivamsha riders and stuff like that, man. Gamble? Knight plus pikeman should be pretty darn good against Gujaras. That's everyone here? Yeah, seriously. Hello, Sergeant Downs. Haisa? Aya?
Agya.
That's me being Link, by the way. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh! Oh! I mean, that was bad. It could have been even worse. Yeah, it's kind of weird just how bad going even knights is these days. Have more armor? The issue is that champions are balanced for late game. Like, I have zero balance issues with late game swordsmen, nor do I have any issues with, like, early feudal age men-at-arms. It's just late feudal age men-at-arms all the way through Castle Age is a real issue.
Namaste.
And I think a lot of the issues for longswordsmen in Castle Age are actually, the root of those issues is the fact that you can't go for men-at-arms in feudal age. Like, there's no power spike to get longswordsmen in early Castle Age, in the same way that you have with crossbowmen. Because men-at-arms are just such an awful unit in late feudal age. Great micro here from Hera. He's still on the 3 TCs to 2. Still has a big build lead. MBL needs to get some damage done here. I mean, MBL has actually largely been taking good fights, and he's got his Vil here to repair. So, I mean, this is all good stuff here from Nibbles. Yeah, I also think that Bloodlines is such a huge upgrade for scouts in feudal age that it completely makes them outclass swordsmen. Oh, MBL's going up to Imp. Oh. Interesting. What is it? You don't get Arbs as Gurjaras, guys. MBL's going to have to play his Civ eventually, right? Right?
Huh.
I mean, Hera isn't either, so who knows? Well, remember, it's a huge economic investment to go for Imperial Age right now. Hera's going to be on 4 TCs to 1, essentially. So if Hera just makes a switch over into the skirmishers, it could be very tough. And Hera will almost certainly make a switch over into skirmishers as soon as he sees Imp. Although, honestly, he's not doing the best job of recognizing it right now. And I think that is to Boom's point, because MBL's doing a really nice job with his macro. Well, it's a combination of things. It's MBL's macro, and the fact that he's doing just enough to keep Hera's eco disjointed from his earlier engagements, that Hera hasn't really been able to lean into the big boom as much as he'd want to until right now. I mean, Hera's eco was going to get a huge lead right now, but obviously it's an advantage that Hera would have preferred to have gotten earlier. Didn't the Gujaras had Eagle? No. Eagle Warriors are only for American civs. All right, there's Bracer coming in. Thumb Ring. That's not an Imperial Age upgrade. Yeah, now... Okay, Hera clicks up too, and I think that he just needs to switch into Skirmishers and Siege, and I don't see how Hera could lose this game. Beautiful micro from MBL. I mean, this is good on good right here. Both players are doing well. There's the castle coming in. MBL, no castle of his own, no stone collected, so he's going to have to wait for bombard cannons. Wait, why is MBL going camp? I guess he's expecting a knight switch? Ooh, nice one from Hera. Need to see a forward siege workshop, I think. But yeah, it's going to be tough on the old eco to try and go through Vamsha Riders here. And now it's just down to Hera to make this switch. Now, you do have that last defense upgrade, though, which is very helpful. If it goes late, then MBL will almost certainly lose because his eco is so much worse. The only way this goes late is if MBL gets enough damage done to equalize the economies, but not enough to actually kill Hera, which is somewhat unlikely. Chances are this game is going to be over one way or the other pretty soon. Yeah, I have no idea what these guys are doing. It's like, again, they could literally do this with, like, any civ. Oh, look, it's a Teutonic Knight! I mean, to be fair, MBL is far, far away from his army. Not that this is especially impressive from Hera. And Hera's going to try and get those army numbers back up, but MBL is continuing to press his advantage. Venerations, that's exactly what he's doing. Issue for him is that he doesn't have castles everywhere. But there is another one. Be huge. Again, MBL, no castles of his own, no trebuchets. Now, you can still thread the needle and push right through the heart of Hera's base. Hera also still picking up relics because guess what? Hera's a good player. But yeah, I mean, this is tricky. You really need to thread that needle. And I still have no idea why he's making camels and not true Vamsha Riders. And yes, I have my degree. I have all that. Trying to get a job right now. Well, yeah, I mean, at this point, Hera's eco has been so much better for a very significantly long time. MBL's now trying to add the TC, but you can see that Hera is slowly but steadily catching up an army. He's got bombard cannons, which are going to slow down MBL. So it feels like Hera is in an amazing spot to actually take this game. He has a second siege workshop somewhere, I think. Not sure. Oh, there it is. Nice splat there. Siege Engineers is a big one for Hera. Switching into Hand Cannoneers. I have no idea why he's switching into Hand Cannoneers, actually. Here, I do want a career. I have a job right now. I would like a career. I mean, I have no idea what MBL's doing right now, to be honest. Oh, big hit there. Not the mill. Yeah, I really don't know what the Hand Cannoneers are for. And why these guys refuse to play their frickin' civs. Okay, now Hera's switching into pikemen. I mean, Harris just keeps on anticipating this big cavalry switch from MBL that is only just now happening. Castle coming up over here. Again, 3-2 relics in favor of Hera. Gonna get plate mail armor in. But MBL's scooching on back. And since he's only killed 11 villagers this game, he's still down by 30. Again, we have to give Hera a very sizable lead at the moment. And yes, remember, you do have that extra range and damage against buildings with Siege Engineers in. And Teuton Halbs are going to be extremely good against Shrivamsha Riders or Camels or Hussars. This is fully walled. It is a 5-vill castle, but it's also good enough, I think. Actually, the 5 bombard cannons are coming in and could easily shut it down. MBL kind of losing track of Hera. This is actually a big mistake from MBL. I mean, this is... Oh, this wasn't fully walled. Oh, I thought it was. So did Hera. Yep. But this is going to be a very difficult castle to keep alive. There's elite Shrivamsha Rider. Passive game? Well, I mean, it's a Hera game. They're generally pretty passive. Now, you do get the extra garrison space in the tower. Oh my goodness, these towers are nuking the poor archers. They only have +1 defense. You have a bit of a pause Reno. Castle goes down almost instantly. But yeah, this is going to be a very scary army. Look at this. 10 kills on the tower and counting. Even without guard towers. Just towers with +2 attack. Yeah, now you're also going to need to get the Chakram throwers as MBL, but remember, MBL hasn't really been gathering stone all game long. And then just look at this. Archers all getting obliterated. Production. Yeah, I mean, it was smart for Hera to get to Crenellations. Now Hera's got 7.4k army value. Like, I don't see how on earth he loses this game. He's got a better army. A better long-term army prospect. He's got a huge resources lead. Yeah, the one castle MBL had instantly died. The thing with Gurjars is that you don't usually want gold unit plus trash unit. You want gold unit plus gold unit. So you don't want Shrivamsha plus Skirmisher, you want Shrivamsha plus Chakram Thrower. And not having those Chakram Throwers is such a huge issue. You got Ironclad coming in, because sure, why not? I mean, Hera's basically at a point in this game where he's so far ahead in economy that so long as he just upgrades whatever units he's making, he will win the game. Yeah, Hera's at 9 cannons. With Teuton Bomber. No, like I said, I think militarily, Teutons have actually a pretty good matchup here. Hussars don't do anything. You already have Crenellations castles littering your base, and you just drop like flies to Halbs. He needs the Chak Rams, but he obviously can't because he doesn't have any castles, which is why, again, I've been thinking this game has been over for a while. But again, you don't even have a castle to get Kshatriyas. Also, Hussar spam doesn't work if you're on the lower economy. Yeah, it's one of those, oh, I don't know what MBL could go for here. It's a, there is nothing MBL could go for here because Hera's eliminated every loss condition, which is how Hera tends to play. Definitely a weird one. Anyway, Gurjars just can't stand up to this. Not the mill! Boring how Hera played this? Well, I mean, this is just how Hera plays most games. Another castle coming in. Like, this was a very Hera game. I mean, he went double TC as soon as he hit Castle Age, and then just focused on defending with ranged units. Okay, there's the GG called, and Hera gets the dub. And be a little bit more gold collected, but that didn't matter because Hera was so far ahead in everything else. Way more fleshed out tech tree. I mean, again, it's just MBL wasn't able to get the kill in early imp. Venerations definitely did a lot to help out Hera. Buy time. Well, Viper played a lot more greedy. Oh, Hera is running into Glacis. I have not been able to see this map, so I am interested in checking it out. And he will be playing against
Is this
Dark.
really Ornlu? Am I watching Live? Because I
Live.
finished all the tournament VODs in the last
Oh,
weeks.
no.
Because I don't have any social connections. I think you know the answer.
Oh, no. Like, for the 40 months, Buchan! No, it's good to do some casting. Probably cast another, I don't know, 2-3 games. I still have to finish State of the Civs for tomorrow. Got all the clips ready. Got all the background footage. I've got all the audio recorded. I just need to stitch it all together. $48 seconds. Alrighty. Oh, this one's Glacis. I have seen this map. Why were people saying that this map was a crazy one? I mean, it's just like, I don't know, it feels like a pretty normal map. Having all the stone walls is like kind of weird, but with all the rocky terrain, you can't wall the front of your base, so it's still a big, big, big opening. And you just have all the food here in the middle. Anyway, Dark opening scouts. He'll be in the red as the Mongol to the north, and Hera will be in the blue as the Vietnamese to the south. I think that means Loch Ness is the only map I haven't seen. I think. Then, well, we'll have to see if this game is crazy. Shall we not? Range follow-up here immediately. Yeah, the one other game I saw on this map had players going for an early watchtower. Hera is opting not to do that. He's instead going for a dock. Defensive demo, obviously, could be very helpful. Have the RedBull Wololo banner. Cat's running on around. Hera gets a poke. And here comes Hera. The ST plus FL Civ. The Star Trek and Florida Civ. ST. I don't think we'll see Star Trek from Hera. That'd be kind of weird. Anyway, more archers coming in, and he's got 5 spearmen, and it's actually a galley from Dark. Huh. I don't know why you guys are so obsessed with Star Trek plus Florida. I would never mess with my chat. Fletching coming in. I mean, just look at the resources, though, for Hera already. So much closer to Castle Age. Dark's making food unit plus food unit, getting the fletching upgrade. Hera doing none of those things, just a few spearmen. And archers obviously don't cost food. And then on top of that, no fletching. Yeah, I've only seen this map once. I see a lot more of, what is it, Crownwood, Vulpine. The one where you're in like a bowl, Rampart. Like, well, it's a food drop-off site as well. And my hair is on his way up. There's no, like, hollowed woodlands, though, this time, so I wonder... Like, once we get closer to the deadline, I feel like people are going to spam the most aggressive maps, and I'm not too sure what that one is this go-around. Like, they're all fairly aggressive maps, but there's no, like, super aggressive map. Oh, forward dock. I mean, okay. That's fine. The scouts here are actually doing even more work. Oh, +1 defense is in. I didn't even realize that. That's a nice one. Hera's trying to make a run for it. Honestly, Hera here, unless he gets a big demo hit, which very likely is going to be the case. Yeah. Phil should be able to focus the low HP Vil, and that's exactly what he does. I shouldn't have let that poke come in, but even so. No more demos are on the way. I mean, this is ugly for Hera. Oh, I think Hera must have... Oh, Hera did get a big demo hit on the other side. Fire Lancers, more demos on the way. Yeah, never mind. Hera's totally fine. Oh, my goodness. It's like you think Hera's taking a lot of damage and you just, like, sails a demo ship in on the other side and just blows up everything. Don't you guys love demo ship hits against land units? Isn't it so exciting? Watch, this is going to blow up a bunch more Vils. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that super fun? Dark clicks up, obviously way far behind. So I mean, I know Mem and Dave both love the demo ship hits on land units. I don't. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I just don't. I don't find it exciting. The fun? I'm pretty boring, though. You forget how dull of a person I am. My date is a demo ship, then that'll be really awkward. Because, you know, she looks like a girl. This is why I don't get invited to LAN parties? I guess not. Contrive. Maybe that's it. Like, this map is literally designed for big demo hits on villagers, right? It's all shallows. It's designed that you need to have your vills here gathering food, and then you just, you know, sail a demo in to get big hits. I think, yeah, maybe that's part of it, is that it feels like it's literally designed to have demo hits. Anyway, I mean, this game's been over for ages. Here's the siege tower. So fun. I think they gave Fire Lancers anti-ship damage. Yeah. Are you ready for some fun? Valley? It is a little reminiscent of Valley. Gonna see the light? Yeah, exactly. I mean, part of the reason this is such a good play tactic, I guess, stratagem, is because the meta is still dominated by ranged units, so obviously the siege towers tank that a ton. If there were a bunch of knights on the field, then this would be much less powerful. A second siege tower? I don't think he can deal with the first siege tower. I mean, with the Nut Knights, yeah. Not like Fire Lancers are good against Knights, but it's not like they super hard counter them in the way the Pikemen do. Although the 78 HP is pretty wild for a Castle Age unit. Remember, champions have 70 HP. Fire Lancers have 8 more HP than a champion. It's Vietnamese. That is pretty crazy. Hera has literally a 15 vill lead. No, there's still just the one siege tower. Need upgrades? Yep. Fire Lancers, I think, have 1 anti-building damage. Yeah, same as a pikeman. I mean, to be fair, all Hera really has are Fire Lancers. And Cav Archers are still going to be good against them, as long as, you know, they don't get into close range. Oh, Hera never even got any eco upgrades. Feels so wrong with Vietnamese. He's adding in a couple extra PCs. More demo hits. Yeah, I think it's a really good point calling them a contrived demo hits. House does stand for now. Again, this game still feels super over. Thumb Ring. Hera just now getting eco upgrades. Ships? Yeah. Can't do it for siege weapons and obviously buildings, but you can do it for everything else. This is so ridiculous. Yeah, Hera's eco is going to absolutely take off. Yeah, no ballistics means that so many of those shots miss. Dark's eco is still a disaster. One might even call it a sudden disaster because of the demo hits earlier. University coming in. So dumb. Okay, he'll finally get cornered. Not like the best micro there, but I guess it gets the job done. Remember, you do not get Gambesons as Vietnamese. Oh, hey, those guys just walked in. What? Okay, they were on stand ground. That was kind of weird. Fire Lancer's poking away. And Dark's Eco is still awful. They're adding another TC in the middle of the map. Got that nice 1.44 reload time. I mean, like, I get it, right? Cav Archers are good against these Fire Lancers, but Eco's such a freaking disaster. There's just getting kills all over the place. His own Eco is gigantic behind it on 4 TCs. Getting a castle and, like, some Rattan Archers, obviously, are gonna eat the Cav Archers for breakfast. 71 bills to 25. There's one demo. It's just kind of hanging out here defensively. You have a fair bit of gold in your base, though, if I recall correctly on this map. Germ switch? Oh, no, Harry could just go Rattan Archers. The Archer of Rattan. Wins this? This chicken. I think this chicken is going to win the game. I think that's really the only possible outcome, in fact. I mean, look at that chicken strutting around like it just don't care. This chicken is just not doing it. It's just not as good. Anyway. Rattan Archer's coming in. Harris still does need upgrades. Like, he's not going to feel comfortable taking these fights until he actually gets a few, yeah, I mean, whatever. It's such an obscene eco difference. Ultra, I don't cast with it on, no. I want to make sure the game runs as smoothly as possible. Here at W94.6 FM, your DJ Ornlu to casting experience. Race is concerned by chicken. Yeah, exactly. Definitely did not pick a chicken at random. But with country flags out, I did not know that one. Oh, wait, I had it sorted by highest rating and not current rating. Oh, okay, so it's Hera, ACCM, Lewis, Hart, Vinch, Leary, Yo, Andy, MBL. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I guess for, you know, not Q sniping reasons, they, oh, yeah. Just show you guys. They don't show who's queuing up. Yeah, here are the current standings. Here are the highest rating standings. All right, guys, a minute and a half, and we'll get into another game. Ugh. Again, probably just cast another game or two, depending on how long this one is. Still have to finish State of the Civs. All right. Stretch. All right, back to Crownwood. We will have in the blue as the Byzantines. It will be Yo. And to the east in the rouge. As the Sicilians, it will be dark. So, we gotta... Right? Is this what people do? Take the villas off the woodline? Dark is not doing that. You can see you've got 3 lumber camps. Oh, Yo has 2 lumber camps on that woodline. Wait, why does he have so much less wood than Dark does? Dark has like 5. Yo has like 2. And one of those is awful. With age, I guess. But, this is honestly one of the better matchups for Sicilians. The bonus damage reduction is really good against Byzantines for obvious reasons, as the Byzantines rely on counter units. I'm sorry if it wasn't super obvious as to why a counter unit centric civ would not like having to go against counter unit damage reduction. I mean, Byzantines can still absolutely win and find answers. It's still, you know, it's a Byzantines matchup. But it's not like, not a terrible one for Sicilians by any means. All right, well, and up here is Yo, just mixing in some spearmen, scout skirm here from Dark. Nothing too wild. He is getting those Sicilian farms down, though, which is always super nice. Get all the food on him. Also, long distance taking from the chickens with his gobble gobbles. Even though those are turkeys and not chickens. Clearly a bok bok versus gobble gobble situation. You actually did lose a veil somewhere along the way. Just to those scouts. Anyway, it's still not, like, too big of a deal overall. Dark has a bit more idle time. Res collected are actually also slightly in favor of Dark. Again, it's just nothing terribly decisive thus far. Yo getting himself walled up. Dark not really doing so. Or at least if that's what he did want to do, he could be a bit more, or a lot more proactive in the actual walling. The placing of buildings, and then constructing them with villagers. Anyway, right here, you can see the bonus damage reduction. I mean, how much is that? So, I mean, you have 15 bonus damage against Cav. What's 40% of 15? 6? Something like that? So if you take 6 less damage, it's 12. And if we divide 45 by 12, you would get 4, as in the number of hits to kill. So, yeah, it's basically all of that mental math was so that Sicilians take an extra poke to be taken down by spearmen. Anyway, Castle Edge coming in here from Dark. You know, a little bit behind in that regard. Again, eco seems to be a bit more streamlined here for our red player. Scooter Bug doing Scooter Bug things. Yo clicks on up. Dark still has all of 300 of his stone. Remember, you do start with extra stone as the Sicilians. Omanni.
Salve.
A vostro servizio.
Right, horse color now coming in here from Yo. Again, 175 food on Yo's farms versus the, what, 325 on Darks. But Dark isn't completely walled. He's making a switch over into night. Wait, hold on. That's not a skirmisher. Hold on, guys. And Yo's going 2 stables? God, what the?
Salutamo.
Impero. Salutamo. Ein. Sì. Presto. Impero. Presto. Pronto, Sonia.
What's that Bill doing? Kind of weird.
Ordine.
Anyway, Castle Age is in. You got your double stables, so you can start making those night arenos. Is this really worth it? I feel like it's automatic. Players getting Elite Skirmisher these days as soon as they hit Castle Age. And, like, yeah, you have 8 skirms. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's the worst decision ever. But, like, is it a super necessary one? I mean, Bodkin as well. You're prioritizing it over, you know, your night upgrades. Is this really what you need to be spending your precious resources in early Castle Age on? Instead of just getting some night upgrades? Anyway, Camel's coming in here. So, I mean, you get 9 bonus damage against Cav, of course, as with your Camels. So 40% of that is, like, 4. So yeah, the Camels actually aren't going to be all that great versus the Knights. Yeah, the Knights might even actually be good against Camels. Knights attack faster and have more armor. And they have the same attack versus each other, or maybe 1 more for the Camel, or like half an attack more for the Camel. But that's more than canceled out by the extra armor and attack speed for Knights. All the Camels, again, they're cheaper and faster, so it's not like it's, especially with Byzantines, of course. So it's not like a 1-for-1 thing. Anyway, Dark did sell all of his stone, as we have all these farms coming in. TC number 3 here for Yo. Still just looking to boom and defend for now. Of course, normal Byzantine-y stuff. But this is like what I was saying. The Knights, as of right now, have okay upgrades, just missing your Castle Age Blacksmith upgrades. But you haven't made any more skirmishers. You only had the ones left over from Feudal Age. It takes no bonus damage. That would kind of ruin a lot of the interactions that exist in the game. Like, it feels like that would be kind of boring. I'm gonna purchase. I'm not gonna play in the Empire Wars ladder. I don't really like Empire Wars. Playing it, that is. Casting it's fine. I don't really mind it too much. Anyway, Knight's here again. Me taking a decent fight with Sicilians. Kinda does it. I mean, the Cataphract resists anti-cavalry bonus damage. Yes. Although it doesn't, like, resist its unique unit damage. But again, that's, like, very specific to the Cataphract. Well, I mean, Dark still has a much better army.
Sì, sì.
Attack up. You could balance that, but it would be really tough to balance that. Can you imagine archers in early feudal age having fletching for free? Like that's pretty rough. And galleys also having fletching for free. And so, yeah, I mean, that's what I said at the start of the game, is that it's nice for, it's a pretty nice matchup for Sicilians. Not like a Civ win or anything, but it feels relatively comfortable for them. Anyway, it's a 4th freaking TC being added in for Yo, as Dark is still only on the 1. I read everyone. I read every chat.
Vero? Presto.
Presto.
25 knights versus 12 camels and 2 monks, guys. Like, this is still scary. Why is he getting squires? Okay, so now he's getting pikemen. This feels a little slow, though. I mean, it is 1 TC. There isn't like a forward siege workshop or anything either. And Yo is getting these extra stables in. Oh, nice catch there. Knight's gonna need to get the lead. Unless you just get the insta denied, but you don't. All right, big fight coming in here, though. Yeah, I think this should be good for Dark, guys. I don't think the Byzantine camels are good enough here pound for pound, and they are not at all. This is great for Dark. I mean, this is using Sicilians, man. Huge knight push here. Triple stables, using the barracks for some extra pikemen. And, I mean, this is tough. Yeah, but if there was non-Sicilian knights, they would have just died to the camels, though. The fact that they're the Sicilian knights that take the less bonus damage was, I think, essential there. I don't think any other Civs knights would have done as well. That said, Castle is coming in. Yo has lost 17 bills. Obviously not insignificant. But the resources collected are the same. Castle coming in here as well. It does build a bit faster. Sicilian's not that much faster, though. Question the caster. There you go. I have never once said anything wrong in my entire time as casting. Never once. They did change it. I forget what it is right now. Uh, 50% faster, yeah. But it also applies to all fortifications. Well, you have to be worried about the faster imp. And is Yo hanging in here? I mean, good trades for Dark. And the villager count is the same, although Yo's villager production to counteract it and reclaim those losses is still much greater. Chain mail armor coming in. Remember, you barely need any more food to click up to Imperial Age here as the Byzantines. There you go. He did get a lot of farm space, which is very significant, in fact. Wood also is going to be an issue. This wood line isn't going to last that much longer. Holding out. Yo's one of the players who's better at basically everything because he's one of the best players. Anyway, 5th TC coming in. Is it time for the first Crusade? My favoriteest upgrade ever.
Impero.
Guys, remember when it was 10 sergeants instead of 5 sergeants? And remember when Burgundian Vineyards turned all of your food into gold because for some reason the devs were like, let's make every single unique tech a one-time effect. Or Scootage just giving you gold for however many military units you have. Such good design. Yep. It was 7, but like right when Lords of the West came out, it was 10. Hello, Mehmet. Brazilians are playing, yeah. Anyway, herbal medicine, dude. Guards at home, exactly. I mean, converting food to gold was literally a shipment in AoE 3, if I recall correctly. Well, I mean, Dark's trying to make big Castle Age pressure happen, but now the Byzantine player is in the Imperial Age. And it's just pikemen at the moment that are being trained. But there's only one ram is the issue. And now you got a trebuchet on the way. You got chemistry coming in. And Yo is doing a great job of hanging in there. What on earth is this donjon? Per unit? Yeah, but the fact that it's a passive food generation is, like, fine. Of all the issues to have with something from the 3K DLC, like, Tunshan, pretty low on my list of complaints. Against pikemen, he's got buildings. The pikeman can't do anything to attack, which is giving Yo more time to build up a much better army. Doesn't have to worry about being raided to death by pikemen. So now he can easily switch into hand cannoneers. Anyway, there's First Crusade coming in. More DJs. All the record scratching involved. And it's all just buying time for the hand cannoneers. 129 vills here for Dark. I mean, obviously a pretty substantial eco, although the balance isn't great. Way too many vills on wood. This was the 4th Crusade, yeah. Seriously. Is actually it gonna come in? It's a long upgrade to research. Came in just barely. But now you're max pop. Got some rams coming in, and Imp is on the way. Camels can't jump the rams with all the pikemen inside them. Got a few cataphracts here. Treb the rams. They only take 20 damage, though. Bombard cannon's gonna be much more useful. They deal melee damage. Still just the 4 rams. I don't know if this is gonna be enough, guys. The hand cannon numbers are climbing. The bombard cannon is just huge in taking down those rams. The repairs are coming in for Yo. Trebs are attacking the donjons over there to the north. Sergeants are here. They do have 4 melee armor, which is obviously very significant, and they do take reduced bonus damage. But hand cannons just have so much attack and bonus damage in the first place. It's just not quite enough. This castle taking almost 10,000 damage and everything falling apart as Yo takes a huge score lead. Sick hold right there. Just able to buy enough time to get to the gunpowder. Really the moral of that story. Yo doesn't have much wood left, but he's got enough. Just replace that town center. Now, I mean, Yo still doesn't have any map control, nor is his villa count that exciting. So it's not like the game is over, but now you're going to have to deal with the Imperial Age Byzantines as the Sicilians. Yeah, I mean, the Donjons denied some wood income for a while, but now you're just in a situation where Yo's cleaned up everything you've sent at him. Well, that is definitely a bit of an issue. Don't run into the Donjons like that with hand cannoneers. It looks like it's going to be a switch back into the Nightline. Full event? I mean, yes, we will almost certainly see champions at some point in the main event. Dark did pick up 4 relics, and there is the Imperial Age Inn. Cavalier on its way. Respect the Dawn, indeed. But Heavy Camel coming in as well. And of course, Heavy Camels just have so much more bonus damage than, you know, the Castle Age Camels do, that it's going to be more difficult for the Cavalier to compete. Champions? Because champions work in late game in a lot of situations. We literally saw them today. Bet, except I don't like gambling, so I would not bet. Castle coming up here at the back, so you can research Hobark. Yeah, like, we literally saw champions today. And I've only casted, like, 6 or 7 games. And that participator free, yes. Alright. And there's Hobark. Oh, I mean, we saw them from Dravidians, and I think we'll see Dravidians in the tournament. Like, again, there are just some situations where you want to go champions. Anyway, 18 heavy camels, 28 hand cannoneers. Halb is coming in. I mean, it is going to be the best army comp for Dark, no question about that. Although not getting the farm upgrades as Sicilians is so sad. Elite War Elephants, almost certainly not. That one I don't think we're going to see. Up. Oh, this is good for Dark. And he's got his 6 melee armor in as well. Again, I think Sicilians aren't that bad. Well, I mean, the champion upgrade should be cheaper. Or unless you mean it's cheaper than it should be. Yeah, now you probably are going to want to retreat. You killed all the hand cannoneers, so just don't sit there and fight the camels if you don't have to, especially since you already have halbs on the way. But also, of course, no pierce armor for camels and no bloodlines for Byzantines, so the Donjons are going to be able to do a bit damage. Oh, yes, that makes sense, because they made champion 100 food cheaper. I guess they manually adjust the cost with the bonus instead of just being like, you know, cost of upgrade it times 0.5. But again, I know literally nothing about coding. Anyway, Siege Engineers is in as well here for Dark. Yes, I think Yo's not going to be able to challenge this army effectively. I mean, Dark needs to take a bit of a better fight than that, but... Faster than a Paladin? Elite Eagle Warriors and Woad Raiders are both faster than Paladins without Husbandry. There is no infantry unit that's faster than a Paladin with Husbandry. I mean, guys, look at this. This is pretty darn solid fight. I'm not too sure on the Heavy Scorp play. I don't think it's bad, but I feel like you also just kind of want more Cavalier. Castle down, guys. Dark definitely not giving this one up. Really nice game here. Racer. Even treadmill crane for Yo. But, I mean, yeah, this is just a good, solid, tanky Sicilian army that's coming in. Got stone walls coming in on the side here as well. I mean, this is, yeah, Yo die. I mean, this is really using Sicilians. Yeah, because they probably have it minus 50 food and minus 50 gold or whatever, when it would now be properly 25 food because they, you know, reduce the cost. Basically, for both Champion and Gambesons, you're getting an extra 50 food off that you shouldn't, so it's not... I mean, they should change it, but it's not, like, going to be mind-numbingly broken. Anyway, you're getting to a good number of Scorps here, and this is just a bunch of foot soldiers here for Yo with, like, a bombard cannon or two, but that's really all you got. All you got. I don't remember what I put Sicilians in for a tier list last year, but I think they might be up to something is off. Maybe I don't think I'd have them in power craft, even though I don't think they're the best civ in the game at all. Elite Sergeant coming in as well. GG. Honestly, really good game. Yeah, Sicilians get Siege Engineer. And Dark had it researched. Had it for a little while. Gotta get that extra 50 damage. Honestly, like, look at this. Yo's defense was good, but the boom behind it was really good from Dark, so... are fun. I mean, like, here's the thing. Sicilian should be interesting and unique to play without having to do the Sergeant stuff every game, although the Sergeant stuff should be an option. Castle Age. That's not how they really like balancing stuff, because not just like getting extra attack without really any reason, so to say. All right, so I'm going to wait like a second, and by a second I mean like a minute. Ooh, Yo lost 18 points to Dark. Dark now at his highest, actually. Dark at position 10. Leary versus Yo. One more game we'll cast, guys. And it'll start in a minute and a... One Ace with the 33 months. Thank you so much, One Ace. Alrighty, so we're back on Stonefront. We'll have Yo in the red as the Khmer here to the northeast, and to the southwest in the green as the Spanish. Will be Larry the Lobster.
Presto.
So, what is Leary... Wait, why does Leary have 10 stone? Oh. Kinda weird. Whatever. Must have accidentally clicked on it. And with DVA coming in. Stable plus archery range. Still, I mean, Khmer are going to have a pretty darn huge advantage in an extended feudal age game over the Spanish. The Eco is just so significantly better.
Servidor. But. Địa phản chế.
Well. Chicken coming in. And Yo not adding in a stable just yet, just using the archery range and barracks for now. Theory is adding in those scouts and skirmishers. So again, it's like archer spearman plus scout skirm, which is a dynamic we see all the time. Oh, never mind. Yo is adding in the stable. Just kidding. No horse collar from him yet, though. Either for Leary.
See?
Now, because Loom is researched, you can get bloodlines, like, immediately as Spanish. So you can get bloodlines plus fletching if you just get like bit axe and horse collar. So that's a nice little advantage, I guess, with the Spanish. There we coming on in. Not going to find a whole lot of an opening right there. Yo's going to have that forging upgrade. Oh, also, I guess there are 6 relics because there are 3 on each side. Like this, I don't know, eyeball area. Kinda weird. You're even getting Town Watch. Yeah, Khmer just a top tier, top tier Civ on Empire Wars. There we go. It's hard to say things.
Monday? But.
Don't know what the issue is here. a villager worth of vital time is still slightly ahead in resources. Either player with horse collar, Leary a bit closer to Castle Age in terms of food. Yeah, nothing too cray-cray. Um... Don't know what the issue is here, guys. There isn't any chat or anything. Ending the stream? I guess not. They don't want me finishing State of the Civs. Jerks. Alrighty, whatever. Whatever. Like, oh my god. Leary's, like, still so much closer to Castle Age. Noodles. Uh-oh, Noodlegate returns. What are you gonna do when Noodlegate comes for you? Anyway, Wheelbarrow coming in for you. It's so weird to me that players are so willing to skip Horse Collar and still even get Wheelbarrow. Larry does lose a villager right there. Bloodline's now in here for Yo, as well as the forging upgrade. So, I mean, his army is certainly of higher quality. Leary's defenses are pretty good. Still open at the back. But, like I said, Leary's still going to click up the Castle Age in just a moment. Hot nudes. This is actually all you need. Wait. Oh, Leary doesn't know. Why do I feel like this always happens to Leary, where he just doesn't even know about, like, a slightly further area from his base. Anyway, he's fine. He's fine. He's up to Castle Age, getting some more upgrades. Yo is going to be able to click up in just a moment, though, and he is going to be walling a much wider area. And there we go. So we're looking at around a minute advantage in Castle Age time here for Leary, who's looking to switch over into some Knights. Still, if you're playing Spanish in early Castle Age and you're not making conquistadors, especially against a civ that has the economy of Khmer, you're probably very sad. So Leary's likely going to need to make something happen. Anyway, stable coming on in. So it is going to be double range, double stable versus single range plus 2 stables. Monastery comes in immediately, but you don't want to have to invest into the extra archery range stuff if that's not what you're going to be using. And that's actually something that I think is cool now from Leary, because Leary isn't rushing up Elite Skirmisher and Bodkin as his first 2 upgrades in early Castle Age, whereas we see that all the time from so many other players. But, like, you know that Skirmishers aren't going to be the focal point of your army going forward, so those are not, like, cheap, free upgrades to get. Like, that's expensive. And a couple of kills there are certainly nice for Leary, and he actually was able to, get the light cav upgrades, and that probably yielded him an extra villager kill that he otherwise wouldn't have gotten. Meanwhile, Bodkin and Crossbow here for Yo, because he is going to be going for that Knight plus Crossbowman combo. Second TC from Leary. University very early here for Yo. Or as some call it, the House of Booklarnin. And by some people, I mean me. Kind of curious, though, as to what Yo's going to be doing. He's got plenty of resources to add TCs if that's what he wants to do. I mean, why not? Knights here do have that +2 defense in already, plus bloodlines. Oak is obviously a hole right here. Not like it's some grand hidden entrance. I mean, good quick walls there, I guess. Yeah, just some units running around here on the side. Now, we do have 3 Knights of Yo versus the 2 of Larry. They basically have even blacksmith upgrades, since it's +1 attack versus +2 defense. Still Leary with more knights overall, and he has 7 more villagers, although no wheelbarrow. Both are on the 2 TCs for the nunts. And Leary's still just trying to find a little bit of an angle to get some damage done. Not sure why Yo is running away. Anyway, Ballistics is going to be here as well. And Leary's still a little behind in eco as Yo's going for cav archers. Hey guys, it's Ornlu, and Yo's going for cav archers. The spicy builds? Why would there be spicy builds? Do they have lots of Caspicum? Anyway, 3rd TC here for Yo. Remember that you do have lots of extra resources here, sort of in this middle-ish area of the map. Leary added the monastery, though, as soon as he hit Castle Age, and Yo hasn't added one yet whatsoever, so Leary's got his 3 monks on the field. And again, remember, all the relics are in groups of 3 on either side of the map. It's 1 insta. Monk, though, is going to get mowed down. Not sure if this is going to be a good enough fight here for Yo, though. Crossbowman could be having a real bad day. Oh, another conversion there as well. Remember, these knights have +2 defense, and where are Yo's reinforcements? I mean, I guess it's a switch into cav archers anyway, but you still don't want to lose these archers. Still, good unit control from Yo insofar as trying to, snipe as many knights as he can with the group of archers that he knows is going to die. And now, Yo is going to try and launch a counterattack. Oh, another kill there. And like I said, Yo is on the 3 TCs, Leary only on the 2. Well, that's, I guess, convenient for Leary, but he will see what's going on. Monk there is going to go down. Leary should have a couple relics, I think. Got one? No, one there, one there. The other one. Oh, there it is. Found it! Yo himself is going to be going after a few relics over there to the west. You have another range coming in. Few spearmen here at home. Villagers can jump inside the houses for protection. There's Bowsaw. Yo's eco upgrades again. Pretty nicely superior to Leary's. having bow saw and wheelbarrow, and of course just being Khmer. Still a little bit of damage here, but Leary is fundamentally losing those knights. Also, Leary's macro is better in terms of just continuing the Vil machine, which is, again, easier to do because Leary's been the one attacking most of this game. Riot Games cinematic watchers? What? I mean, if you're talking about the TV show Arcane, I loved Arcane. Why CA, though? Because it's CA every single game, no matter what. Pro players just like CA. Or archers, or skirmishers. Basically, it doesn't matter what your civ is. It's more about just almost always playing to those archers. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't actually play Riot games. All right, Castle coming in here from Leary. He could mix in some Conquistadores. And Yo will be on 3 relics, at least. +2 defense now in for the skirmishers before he even gets elite skirmisher. If he wants to go for it at all, it could just be for conquistadors. As, of course, they are immediately queued up. Conks are still very, very good. Even in this sort of mid to late Castle Age time period, Conks are still great. Also, this is awkward. Scout gonna get just a couple kills. Look at all those farms. Handcart coming in for Leary. And the conk numbers are slowly climbing. Again, Yo is ahead in resources, but not by that much. Is the worst meta? To me, the worst metagame is any meta where you don't... Your strategy and unit composition does not depend on the civ matchup, player matchup, or map. It's just what you do in every situation. And there have been many metas like that, and this one is no exception. Like, you want to see civs being played to their strengths, right? I mean, yeah, it's any meta like that. Ooh, this is going to be nice here for Leary. Bit of a scuffle here at the back. Now, the issue I have with this here for Leary is that to get not that much economic damage done, I mean, he's 9 villagers killed to 4. He is losing a lot of army to try and make this happen. And I mean, again, just look at the idle TC time. His macro has been excellent. Both players are looking close to Imperial Age. That said, Yo is finally getting a little bit of counterattack damage in. He's been looking for. This is what he's needed. Now he can build the castle in safety. Leary cannot click up to the Imperial Age comfortably, because Leary didn't have a market. Gonna try and build a castle over here to the west, but Yo does manage to click up to the Imperial Age first. Now, these conks could just corner and kill the Cav Archers, especially with some good old Leary micro, which is, of course, exactly what we're seeing. And Leary himself does click up. Meanwhile, Yo is going to be switching into some skirmishers. I'm not too sure what Yo wants to do in late game, though. You're ahead in Eco as Yo. But are you far enough ahead that you can just throw all of the random, not fully upgraded Chimera units into Spanish and hope to win?
See?
Or do you actually need to tack into something that is an elephant or scorpion or a scorpion on an elephant? Because right now it's just going to be generic skirmishers. Castle over here to the east. Obviously, that's going to come in no problem. Still no heavy plow for either player. And Yo running around the back of Leary's base. Oh, those conks are here. Don't think this is an issue. Castin comes in. Yeah, but like Hussar spam isn't an early imp play. Yo has 32 vills on food, and he's gonna have gold that he's gonna want to spend. And Larry just taps out. Wow. Yeah, Yo able to finally make it across the map. Get that damage on, and I think Leary just hates the Civ matchup here. Now, he probably thought he was further behind in eco than he really was, but... yeah, I guess it's just not worth trying to claw your way back into it. Leary actually had more food, but way less of everything else, except stone, I guess, which is pretty even. Yeah, this late Castle Age pressure really did a number on him. Well, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Again, good to be back to casting. I might stream tomorrow, hopefully, probably, at least a little bit in the morning. But yeah, we should be getting back into more regular streaming these days soon. Hopefully. Maybe. Probably. But yeah, it feels good. It feels good for sure. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.